is a presentation of MSG Varsity, only on Optimum. Optimum, let's connect more.
For two Bergen County schools, Super Saturday in the high school football season has arrived. The quarterback, DC and Wetzel. This is MetLife Stadium and a day like none other. It is the state final right here on MSG Varsity. A look at a spectacular Saturday morning at MetLife Stadium, where today MSG Varsity brings it. The North 1 Group 3 final. The 2 seed, number 11 in our tri-state top 25, the Green Raiders of Ramapo at 10-1, taking on the number 1 seed, the number 25 team in our MSG Varsity top 25, the Golden Hawks of Riverdell. Well, good to see everybody. Jimmy Cavallo, our entire MSG Varsity gang, and welcome to our continued coverage of the 2015 New Jersey State Playoffs. Today, North 1, Group 3, Riverdell and Ramapo. Let's get it on, Mike Quick. And when you look into this game, both these teams at 10-1. Riverdell's only loss in that Week 9 scrimmage, as we like to call it, to Ramapo. And Ramapo, of course, their only loss to the almighty Old Tapan. For Riverdell seniors, they've been here 3 straight years looking for their first ring. And for Ramapo, Mike, this sort of has the feel of a vintage Ramapo squad.
It does. It's really good. And for Riverdell, it's very simple in this game. If you don't stop Ramapo on their first possession, this thing could get away from you in a hurry. Ramapo has been as efficient as any team in the tri-state, taking the kick, going down and scoring, stopping the team, coming back down and scoring. They have been. Are they Sims and Tolles teams of the 90s? No. But I'll tell you what, this is a darn good football team, and their quarterback is as good an athlete as anybody in northern New Jersey.
They would line up with them for sure. How about our 2 head coaches in this game? Well, once upon a time, Drew Gibbs was a disciple of Chuck Johnson of Ridgewood. Came to Ramapo in 2001. You know what he did in his first year? He went 12-0 and won a state title. Since then, he has tacked on 3 more championships in his tenure, 4 titles. He goes for his first title today since 2012. Drew Gibbs is as good as it gets on the public school level. And then DJ Nymphius of Riverdell. Hey, all DJ Nymphius does is get the Golden Hawks of Riverdell to the championship game. 3rd straight appearance. He's looking for his 2nd title. They won it back in 2007. DJ Nymphius, Long Island by birth. His football life in the last 25 years, the Garden State of New Jersey. So DJ and Drew are ready to go. The Green Raiders in their road whites will kick it off. Back deep, Alec Lanza alongside Dave Estevez. Riverdell's been here back-to-back years, have these seniors, and come up empty. Ramapo's last title, 2012. Riverdell, Ramapo, it is on. We are underway at MetLife. Fielding it at the 12-yard line is Lanza. He'll cross over the 25, and out will come. One of the more entertaining QBs on the high school level, Dylan Connolly, number 22 in your Riverdell program. DC, special athlete, lax kid, college football future, high academic kid. Shoots low in the low 80s in golf. What more do you need to know, Mike?
And he's got a great handshake. We met him when we were over there at Riverdell on Tuesday night when they came off the practice field. Coach Nymphius brought all the seniors over to meet us. Great young men. Going to be a lot of fun here today. Very important for Riverdell to get out and get some first downs here. You don't want to give this Ramapo team the ball on the short side of the field.
Tough offense to prepare for. Triple option attack. The southpaw taking a shot. Got a man wide open. Estevez got behind the defense. He'll cross over the 35 to the 34, and that's how you want to start this puppy off if you're Riverdell.
How wild is that? Estevez takes the catch. There's a flag on the 47-yard line. Looks like it's going to be against Ramapo. But a breakdown in the coverage, and Estevez gets wide open. You know, when they start the year, Jim, they beat Paramus 15-14.
So DC. Ball is loose. Looks like Lanza will corral it. The ball will actually advance forward now, and this will work out for Riverdell. It's inside the 25. It'll be close to a first down.
Watch Joe Hagan, number 12. Going to come up there. Actually, it's Wetzel coming up from his safety spot, getting his arm in there. The ball just pinballs around. Well, I tell you, that's what Wetzel's going to play in college. He's going to play in the secondary for Lehigh, and we've talked about what an unbelievable athlete he is. Everybody gets caught up, Jim, what he does on offense, but he is a much better defensive player, and he's terrific on offense.
First-year starter at quarterback, Mike. Three-year starter at linebacker is Keith Wetzel. 3rd down and 1, and this play is blown up. The triple option needs a second to read and react. Well, the reading was done by Ryan Sudsma, and Suds, the senior.
How great is that? Sudsma coming in. This is an assignment football player. That's got to make his dad, Bill, so proud. Who's his dad, Bill? He was Drew Gibbs' teammate in Little League over there at Midland Park. So how about that? Your old infield partner is now your coach and his son. And Ragusa's had a great, Sudsma's had a really good year for Drew Gibbs and these Green Raiders of Franklin Lakes.
Quick, agile guy at that size. Now it brings up 4th down. Riverdell will go for it. Connolly, little option here. He swings it over to Estevez. Estevez, very close to the mark. Depends on the spot. I don't think he got there.
I think when you watch the play again, the reason he doesn't get the first down is watch number 12, Joe O'Hagan. Joe O'Hagan's going to come up the field. He's going to make it, see, right at Sudsma again, excuse me, 78, Ragusa. He comes up the field, so they have to take that thing out a little deeper than they wanted to. So that's a really good job by Ragusa, the linebacker. They moved him to linebacker this year, Jim. Last year played up there on the defensive line, and, you know, it's not a traditional linebacker number. I was thrown off when I watched him a little bit this year. It's like, yo, their linebackers are wearing 50 and 78. And he's had a really, really good year. Leads the team, well, right up there near the top in tackles. And here's the pivotal point if you're Riverdell. You can't let this team and Wetzel get their mojo early. They've done it to everybody the last 6 games.
1st and 10 from the 25. Here is Wetzel. Escapes the pursuit, still on his feet. He'll have 11 or 12 and a first down.
Well, special talent, Jim. Real good student, terrific football player. Over 2,100 total yards, 23 touchdowns. Watch his feet right there. Little dance step, little swim move, and just keeps going. Great balance. I'm impressed with the way he plays football.
And now he'll give it off. Breaking free to the 2nd level, so Ramapo, back-to-back plays. This time it's Joe O, the captain, Joe O'Hagan, the senior. So Ramapo, 30 yards on their first 2 touches.
O'Hagan brings great toughness to this football team. You know, he's going to go over 1,000 yards for the season in this game, and Riverdell coming up, making some plays right there. Important stop right there. Jay Cho, 3-year starter. Nasty. That's what Coach Nymphius says about him. We met him. Big kid, big, strong, good-looking kid, really smart, great in the classroom.
Had a great year, has Troy, one of the leaders at the point of attack. So now Ramapo loses yardage. There to lose yardage once again. Look at the penetration by Kobe Burke.
Well, when you ask Coach about who's the biggest surprise on this football team, he's going to tell you it's 51, Kobe Burke. Look at that. Just scrapes in, great pad level, slides down, makes the tackle. They love what Kobe Burke has brought to the team. Physical and runs well.
Now Wetzel rolling out, looking to throw. Throws the under route, it's complete. But right there to make the tackle is Lanza. So now Ramapo with a 4th down. The ball will be spotted at the 42-yard line. It's 4th and 7. Drew Gibbs is going to play field position and try and pin Riverdell deep.
Jim, so part 1 of this chess match goes to Riverdell because we've told you the way that they've just come down. First series of the game against Pascack Valley, score. First series against Riverdell, score. First series against Paramus, score. First series again against Pascack Valley in the playoffs, score. So that's a very good job on the fake punt.
And they're going to get the first down. Perfect position on the field to look for the fake. And what a play call by Coach Gibbs. 4th and 7 from the 43, and Wetzel and company pull it off.
Just a great job, and why the play works, there's no hesitation when they run the guys out there on 4th down, Jim. That play was called. That's a hard hat type play. There's Ragrusa's dad. You know that. That play was not called there. That was called during the week.
So now 1st and 10 for Ramapo. Inside give to O'Hagan. And you got to be aware, if you're Riverdell, when the up back in that punt formation is number 5.
Yeah, you do, partner, absolutely. And I'll tell you, when you play against this Ramapo team, because of Wetzel and how good he is, you have to play assignment football at all times.
So now on 2nd down, it's Wetzel banging his way towards the 1st down. He'll be a yard shy, so it'll bring up 3rd down now. But Ramapo inside the 25. You got to figure they're in 2-down territory. Sunny, warm December morning at MetLife. Keith Wetzel, the 3-year starter for Ramapo, 1st year starting at quarterback. Joe O now to the 2nd level. O'Hagan inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Green Raiders.
Jim, watch 77. You see him right there. Matt Connor started as a sophomore, just a junior, 6 feet, 240. He's the strongest kid on the football team, and he showed it right there.
Wetzel now on 1st down. Inside fake. Wetzel to the outside. Turns it up. He'll be tackled at about the 5-yard line. It'll bring 2nd down and goal. Wetzel is a load. 6'1", a shade over 200 pounds. And when number 5 gets going downhill, it's going to be a real challenge for the Golden Hawks to tackle him. Now 2nd and goal. Wetzel from shotgun. Joe O'Hagan. Good job by that Riverdell defense. These guys have been rock solid tough this year going to the football. We mentioned D.C. Connolly on offense. This is the other, is the C.C., Charlie Connell.
Connell's been great this year. Defensive leader of this football team. Always has his nose around the football. Big moment here for this Riverdell team.
3rd down and goal. Wetzel back to pass, looking on the quick slant. Incomplete. Now a flag comes in. The ball was not intercepted, but we're going to have pass interference on Riverdell. And boy, this was close.
Well, it's a great job by Greg Latushko. What a talented receiver he is. He gets his inside leverage, and I thought it was the right call.
Pass interference on the defense. Half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
Thought it was a good call. Watch number 20, Latushko. He's going to get inside leverage here and just get hit in the back on the play by Matty Capola. Capola's had some big moments this year for that Riverdell team, Jim. Remember against Mawa, interception, early 3rd quarter, changed the complexion of that game when they were down against Mawa earlier this year.
Yeah, that's a signature win for the state champion against the state champion, the Thunderbirds of Mawa.
It is 3rd down. It is not an automatic 1st down on the pass interference. Repeat 3rd down.
So our referee today, Lance McCaffrey, will bring you the sights and sounds of all the flags, and that's a break for Riverdell, not an automatic 1st down.
I like the fact they changed that rule 2 years ago. I love the fact that they changed it.
So Wetzel again on 3rd down. Drew Gibbs looks in, looking to cash in here in this final. Joe O'Hagan not going to get there. Standing up and dragging him back, playing the whistle. There's the big cat on the inside, Brendan Conroy, and that was Chris McMahon. McMahon, you're not running through McMahon on any sunny Saturday.
Just straight action up the middle, and the guys in the dark jerseys just beat the guys in the white jerseys.
Now on 4th down, last chance here, Riverdell, look at this, escaping and going into the end zone is Wetzel. The Golden Hawks had Wetzel putting the brakes on, but a quick change of direction by the 200-pound athlete. And Keith Wetzel on 4th down has the Green Raiders on the board.
Jim, I always like to try to find why the play worked. I always say there's a reason the play worked. On this play, the reason is simple. Number 5 is a special talent. He's a great athlete with great determination. That was, in the greatest team game, that was an individual play by number 5.
Solid kicker. Mikey M drills it. Mike, Dave Estevez had the play, but Wetzel just a little better on this one play.
Well, you know, when I watch it again from that angle, and again, it's an unbelievable individual play, but I like what Latushko does. He comes in, he makes a couple of blocks. That may have been O'Hagan, too, coming down with a little edge block right there, kicking inside, blocking back inside. So, but Wetzel just, Jim, when we watched the game this year, you were watching Riverdell and Mawa, and I went to watch Pascack Valley and Ramapo, and I got on the phone with you. I had watched Wetzel on tape. I mean, he didn't even play quarterback last year. He's a first-year quarterback. And I got on the phone with you, and I said, listen, I don't care what group they're in, group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, public, parochial. Keith Wetzel, without question, is one of the better football players on both sides of the field in the Tri-State.
So Wetzel gets him into the end zone. Orzicki set to kickoff. Back deep again is Estevez and Lanza. But Keith Wetzel directs a 14-play drive that ends in the MetLife end zone. Textbook looking drive by Ramapo. And for Drew Gibbs, who was here in 2012 with the game tied at 34, Dave Bonagora hits a 48-yard field goal for a school record, and they win the state title. Green Raiders up 7-0. Here's the kick. It'll be fielded by Estevez from his 4. Estevez crosses over the 20. He'll be down at the 21. It'll be 1st and 10 for Riverdell. Well, she'll be working the sidelines all day today at MetLife. Our first check-in with Amanda Puglisi. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Jimmy. Now, you guys, of course, know every football team and every coach comes into especially games like this, but of course seasons with goals, and Ramapo, of course, is no different. Coach Gibbs says they set 4 goals every year. It's something they've done for the past 15 years. The first goal for them this year was to come off their first game with the victory, which they did. The second one, of course, was to come out with a winning season. The third was to be the division champs. And the one final thing that this Ramapo team needs to check off on their list is to win a state championship.
Not a bad season bucket list. They started with that win over Bergen Field and Giovanni Haskins, and they've just checked them off all along the way, Mike.
Sure have. Oh, fumble on the play.
Look at this. The ball comes out, and the Green Raiders have it. Second time Riverdell has put the ball on the carpet, and O'Hagan is there. Mike, we sat with DJ Nymphius this week. He told us his turnover ratio was 36-9. Make it 36-10.
And in a terrible spot of the field. Watch 21, Scordato. He's going to come up here. 21, it's actually 66 who makes the play. It's Alan Fall, the senior. 66 gets in there. The ball pops loose and recovered by Joe O'Hagan. And this is the last thing that you want if you're Riverdell. You don't want Ramapo getting the ball on their own 20 the way they've been playing in these last 6-7 games.
Timeout. Ramapo.
But to give them the ball on your 27 makes it, to say this is the most pivotal point in probably what will be the entire game is an understatement. They have to stop Ramapo from getting it. If you give them just 3, you'll take that. You have to keep them out of the end zone. You can't let them score. And don't be surprised if Drew Gibbs goes a little play action and he has Wetzel look for Latushko, because number 20 is a special receiver. He can go get the ball as well as anybody out there playing high school football.
So Alan Fall, Mike, forces it out. Fall started playing football at Midland Park, and then he moved to Wyckoff in the 7th grade. They love that move. Now 1st and 10. The ball sits at the 27-yard line.
So Latush goes near side. Watch him split wide left. Matched up on number 4, Nick Sirico. I think they're going to take a shot here.
Wetzel on 1st down, play action. Here comes that shot right down the field. Pulling it in is Danny Diaz, but he did not hang on. Umpire right on the spot. Diaz laying out for it, but the ball hit the ground.
Danny Diaz has been playing really good football for Ramapo. Dives, yep, good call by the officials.
2nd down and 10. Diaz split wide left, trips formation. Wetzel will keep it. Wetzel finds some room at the point of attack. This is what you get out of a running quarterback athlete like Wetzel. You take your shot on 1st down, incomplete, and then he gives you that 5 yards on 2nd down. So once again now, in a 4-down territory situation, the run is still in play here on 3rd down. Wetzel from shotgun. He'll throw it. Quick slant again. It's complete. Look at the escape artist. Spectacular. Ryan Curtis. Captain Curtis makes a MetLife memorable play and gets into the end zone. First the catch, then the escape.
Well, the catch is incredible because it's in traffic, very catchable ball. It's a big, strong Ryan Curtis, Marist, Bryant, Central Connecticut on a 4.7 speed. Jim, I want to show you this text, 6'1", 230. 30 seconds before Curtis caught the ball, look at the text that was just sent to me from the basketball coach at Ramapo, Joe Sandberg. Don't sleep on my guy, Curtis. Well, if Sandberg can coach basketball as well as he can prognosticate plays, the Green Knight's going to have a big year. Hey, Sandberg right now, he sits here, he watches this game with his fingers crossed because his basketball season gets going in 2 weeks and 3 of his best players. You know what? I mean, look, Matty Locke, he's the best guy. He's the guy. But you have O'Hagan, you have Curtis, you have Wetzel. These are all basketball guys that'll be in the gym Monday morning. First of all, catchable ball thrown by Wetzel, but not an easy catch by Curtis in traffic. And you just love the fact the 6'1", 230-pounder with those big bare mitts of his can catch the ball away from his body, bring it in, and then just run away from people with his 4.7 speed.
Drew Gibbs refers to Curtis as the big dog. And he says when you got a big dog, you let him eat. Throw it down the field. Curtis, a 3-year starter. And Ryan, he just competes, whether it's for Sandberg or Gibbs, on the hardwood or on the turf. Just had a great year. And in basketball, Mike, at 6'2", 230, guess where Joe Sandberg has him? In the post.
And he's a relentless rebounder. He'll go in there with all those guys. Hey, he's going to have to. Game 2 for Sandberg and the Green Knights, Caldwell College. They're taking on St. Joe's. Hey, enough with the basketball stuff, Sandberg. It's football season.
You brought it up.
He shouldn't have texted me.
Riverdell will come across the 20. Dave Estevez. So now the Golden Hawks, Mike, face a little adversity. I mentioned their signature win of the year against state champion Mahwah. They were down 10 at the half. And the first 8 minutes of the 3rd quarter, they turned over the Thunderbirds 3 times. So DJ Nymphius now is going to have to issue the challenge. This is a different animal in the Green Raiders of Ramapo. And for Coach Nymphius, in his 12th year, this is not the hole he wanted to get into in the first 8 minutes of this game against Ramapo. But when you have a competitor like Dylan Connolly, you'll take your chances. Connolly on the keeper now. Nothing there. Staying home was Kristen Nazaire. 6 foot, 260-pound junior, number 63, is not fooling around.
Well, what Ramapo's defensive line scheme is telling you simple. If Conley's going to beat us, we're going to make him beat us in the pocket, navigating down there. They're not going to. They're playing disciplined football, getting great rush lanes right now, not letting 22 get to the outside where he can work his magic. If he's going to beat him, he's going to have to beat him going through Broadway.
So Connolly takes a look at this defense. 2nd down and 9. Triple option. He tosses it out. Finding some room now is Lanza. Lanza will have the first down. He'll cross over the 40 to the 43. Lanza, so strong. What did DJ tell us about number 8? He thinks he's Superman.
Sure does. Big play right there. And, you know, tough team to prepare for, this Riverdell team. Old-fashioned. You know, they're going to bunch that line of scrimmage, and they're going to make you play. You better stick with your discipline against Riverdell. Otherwise, they will pop a long one in a hurry.
Connolly now on 1st and 10. On the keeper now. He'll option off to Lanza once again. Lanza. He'll be out of bounds right at midfield. Riverdell needs to settle into this game. Twice they have put the ball on the ground here. They recovered one and did not the other. Remember, a year ago in that loss to Sparta, in which Lucas Faria went off over 240 yards in the game. They had 4 turnovers in that game. And they still only lost by 8. 2nd down and short. Connell, the feature back. Connolly under center. It's Connell. Hits the hole, gets close to a first down. He had to get to the 47-yard line.
He's got good feet, Jim. Gets up in there, plants that foot, gets in there.
Be a yard short.
How great was our meeting with Nymphius the other night? He's a funny guy, man. He was making us laugh in that meeting. And, man, you know, you talked about it, Miller Place High School out in Suffolk County, Long Island. He is in tune with what's going on in Long Island high school football as well.
Yeah, Miller Place, 1979 graduate, the son of a coach, great football family. His mom is a Huguenot from New Rochelle, New York. And look at this, on 3rd and short, this is going to give Coach Nymphius a decision to make. Because Connell is short. He did not pick up any yardage there. It was Dylan Connolly there.
Ryan Curtis in on the tackle.
I think they're going to punt the football here. Either that or they're bringing in the heavy package.
Listen, Jim, here's the thing. If you're not going to set up in punt formation, try to draw them off sides. And if you can't draw them off sides, call a timeout or take a 5-yard penalty. They're going for it. I don't know. I'd punt the football right here.
Dylan Connolly lines up. Heavy package here, double tight end set. They will go for it. Connolly tries to spin inside. I think he's short. Very tough defense to push around up front for Ramapo. And Ramapo's defense delivers the football. Yeah. Riverdell is short.
Sorry, partner, when I'm sitting here watching it, I'm thinking I see Sudzma, number 72. Let's see if he comes in there and makes a play. There he is, Sudzma. He gets some help there. I think it was Curtis. Was it Curtis, number 11? Yeah, Ryan Curtis and Sudzma. You know, 2 tough guys, 2 scrappers. Oh, Sudzma, you know, assignment football. That when we met with Gibbs the other day, he kept talking about how Sudzma just plays great assignment football. And in order to be successful against this team, you have to play that way.
Now on 1st down, Wetzel looking downfield. Got a man wide open. Who else? It's Curtis. Ryan Curtis to the 34, still on his feet. Look at Curtis go! Taking the Golden Hawks for a ride down to the 28-yard line. Ryan Curtis, the young man who grew up playing for the Franklin Lakes War Eagles. I think thought he was playing Wyckoff there.
Hey, he averages 22 yards per catch, and you can see this cat likes contact. He could have taken it outside more, turns it back inside. He wants to do some hitting.
Wetzel on 1st down. Now a flag will come in. So we'll sort out the penalty.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards, remains first down.
Well, Riverdell will take that.
They'll take any help they can right now, trying to slow down this Ramapo football team. When Wetzel gets it going, boy, he is a maestro. He's like a band leader, an orchestra leader. He just has everyone in unison.
1st and 20, Wetzel in trouble. He will go down. Great pursuit at the point of attack by the defense of Riverdell. Number 51, Kobe Burke. And Kobe Burke, one of the guys they depend on, the seniors, had a wonderful year on defense. Well, Jay Choi and Riverdell knew what to expect out of Ramapo, and they're getting a little bit of what they didn't want. A lot of Green Raiders in the first quarter. They lead it 14-0. The second quarter is next, right here on MSG Varsity.
Is it overcoming the odds or poise under pressure? Is it sheer athletic ability or the ability to electrify a crowd? Or maybe it's all of the above. Join MSG Varsity and hosts Mike Quick and Jimmy Cavallo as they announce the 2015 All-Metro football team on December 17th at 7 p.m. only on Optimum.
12 minutes in the books here from MetLife Stadium. And for the Green Raiders of Ramapo, number 11 in our Tri-State Top 25, you want to see a lot of Wetzel and Curtis in the state final, and that's just what the Green Raider Nation has seen so far.
And that's what they've seen all year. You can't start it any better. Look at this. Wetzel keeping it himself. 4th down play, 4th and goal. Bounces it to the outside, gets in. And then he just flicks it out there to the big dog. Ryan Curtis makes the catch, bounces off some Riverdell tacklers, and that's where we stand after 12 minutes of football, 14-0. So you get those plays. The Curtis touchdown as a result of a Riverdell fumble. And Ramapo back in Riverdell territory, looking to put another 7 points on the board.
2nd down and a bundle. Here's the give to O'Hagan. Riverdell does not bite on it. So now it'll be 3rd down at about 22. Ramapo will go no huddle. Joe O. Wetzel in shotgun. They need to get inside the 20 for a 1st down. Wetzel now rolls out, throws against his body. Perfect strike. Curtis does not hang on. It'll bring up 4th down.
Jim, that's an impressive throw for a right-handed quarterback going to his left. Kind of got those hips squared, was able to put it. That's a catch Curtis makes all the time. He'll be upset with that. And the right thing to do here is punt the football, and that's what Gibbs will do. They won't fake it like the first time, and that was a perfectly executed fake. And Jim, like you said, when you have number 5 back there, you have to be careful at all times. But I'd be shocked if the old ball coach doesn't just try to pop it down there near the end zone.
So Paul E.M. now into punt. Gets off a nice spiraling punt. Connolly will let it float over his head into the end zone. And now Riverdell will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 20. Plenty of time left for the Golden Hawks. They've been a team of character all year long. You expect them to respond in this game. You will not see Coach Nymphius' club get out of their game plan yet. They will do what they do.
Just old school. Nothing flashy about this team. But it's important. You saw that last series. They started to move the football a little bit. They need to continue to do that. You know, manageable 14-0, 21-0 the way they run their offense. Going to be a very difficult hill to climb if they were ever to get down by another touchdown. This right now is about getting some 1st downs, believing that you can run the football against this Ramapo defense.
Connolly did not have the option there, and then he gets smothered under a sea of defense. The play is made by Curtis covering the pitch man.
Bingo. You are on it, partner. The more games you do in a day, the better you get. Watch Curtis. Responsibility football. He takes the pitch man, so Conley has nowhere to go but down, and Sudsma right there. Boy, Jim, you know, I don't know if they break down film after their last game. The coaches do. I don't know if they do it with the kids, but they'd have major kudos to Ryan Curtis right there, just playing assignment, disciplined football.
Sudsma, Wyckoff Rec kid. He's had a lot of big moments. Now Dylan Connolly takes a shot. He's got a man behind the defense. It's complete. Big play again to Lanza. No, check that. That is Nicky Sirico. Slick Nick Sirico got a step, and it's a huge play. 46 yards for the Golden Hawks.
Well, watch Conley. Just going to flick it up there with that left arm of his. And he gets Wetzel turned around. Keith did not know where the receiver was, and if Conley had thrown the football, you see, he kind of just gets lost right there a little bit. Hey, you know what? Every great player is allowed one mistake. It's what you do on the next play that they'll remember.
So Connolly, so exciting. Great job by Sirico to haul it in. They're on the Ramapo side of the field. First down there, tough sledding.
Christian Nazar played center last year. Jim, you know, there's always synergy with football and people from this area. Uncle Nick, Don Bosco's, it's his grandson.
Gotta love it. Second down and 8. Lanza trying to get the edge. He will not get there.
Ryan Curtis is a terrific football player. I mean, if he could ever end up at Marist, Bryant, or Central Connecticut, they're getting a guy that just flat out loves to play the game of football. Look at that man. He's a stat filler, and he's a playmaker. That's what he is. He's a coach's delight. He's all business.
Yeah, he should clearly not play basketball this year to concentrate on football. I love you, Joey. Third down and 8. Connolly, little play action. Connolly looking to take a shot. Here comes the rush. And now one of New Jersey's most exciting players, the little lefty, lost one out to the flats, up for grabs, and it's intercepted. It's Wetzel. Wetzel playing quarterback on quarterback. He followed Dylan Connolly all along the way. And when the ball hung up, Wetzel was there to haul it in.
Well, all Wetzel's done this year is make plays on both sides of the football. Whatever he seems to do, he does it. Second interception of the season. And you can see, Jim, to use your term, he high-pointed the football. I mean, that's what he's going to be doing up there at Lehigh. He's going to be playing defense. He's going to come downhill, make tackles. He's going to play some center field. Jim, listen, you look at this guy, Wetzel, and you take all the parochial schools. Keith Wetzel would start. We've talked about it with Siliento yesterday. We saw it with Mawa. Wetzel would start at any of the big parochial schools in northern New Jersey. There's no doubt about it.
On first down.
Not at quarterback. I'm just saying he'd be on the field. He'd play defense. Just like Siliento, he'd play defense.
You've heard of Chris Hogan before, right? The Ramapo Green Raider great? Well, Coach Gibbs told us that Keith Wetzel is the best athlete we've had here since Chris Hogan on the football field.
I watched Chris Hogan here on this field put on a show against Demarest, and all those Division I schools still didn't get it, but he proved them wrong. Look at the catch by O'Hagan with the left hand, pulls it in. But, Jim, we watched him that day, and Hogan just put on a show in all these Division I schools because Chris Hogan wasn't on a list. Chris Hogan had great hands, just like O'Hagan. Look at the big mitts out there, and you love the receivers on Ramapo because once that ball's in the air and it's caught, they're making plays. They're looking to get that block to put their buddies in a position to gain more yards. But there's a lot of Division I schools that missed the boat on the great Chris Hogan.
The O'Hagans are all ballers. Joe O'Hagan's brother, Pat, was the captain of the 2012 team. He had 15 catches in the state final. Think the O'Hagans like game day at MetLife? Sister Erin, great volleyball player. And O'Hagan, of course, Oh boy, here we go again. He's the point guard on the hoops team.
Of course he is. His cousin last night played for Glen Rock in the game against Mahwah. You got O'Higgins all over northern New Jersey who are making impacts.
Ramapo will have to punt the football. Riverdell should get good field position here. Connolly sees the ball bounce and takes a Riverdell bounce. And look at this. It'll go backwards and settle in just about midfield, just shy of midfield. So good short field now for Dylan Connolly and the Riverdell offense to work with. And that's a good stand by their defense there. After the interception, their second turnover, they're down 14. Hey, the defense comes in there, 3 and out, gets the ball right back.
Shadow of his own end zone. Now finally they can take a little bit of breath and not have to play out of the shadows of their own end zone.
So Dylan Connolly stands in. A lifetime of running around, making people miss and making plays. Here is Connolly now around the right side. Connolly lowers his head and pushes it forward. And the little big man, Dylan Connolly, 5'10", 175. Picks up a first down on the play.
Jim, he's a great track guy, too. He can scoot 55 meters right here. It's the one time Curtis got sucked in. Ryan Curtis, who had played great disciplined football up until that play, you see he just took a step to his right, and that allowed Conley to step outside the contain. So that time Conley got the better of Curtis.
Now the toss to Lanza. Great pursuit to the football by the Green Raiders on defense. Joe O and his teammates coming many. Jack Allen also, number 50, running hard to the ball there. Jack Allen grew up in Arkansas, Mike, and then made his way to Franklin Lakes. Why not?
Wanted to be a fullback, right?
Yes, sir.
Wanted to play fullback. And he's like, I'm sorry, Jack, we don't have a fullback in our Ramapo offense. Big sack right there. Sudsma's having himself a day.
72 is just getting off the ball. And he is bringing it in the finals.
Well, if you're Conley, that's what you see. Just he shot the gap, comes in there, makes the tackle, 6'2", 230.
You know why Sudsma's tough? He's got 2 older sisters. Bridget and Rachel. This is what happens when you give Jimmy Cavallo the media guide. And they interview those kids. I love it.
Di Tommaso, what a year he's had. Probably going to go to UMass, just a junior, but he's a legacy guy. A lot of the family up there in Massachusetts played for the Minutemen. The weight room at the facility for UMass football named after the family, so that would be a shocker if one day he doesn't end up at UMass, and he's got the skill set to play there too, Jim.
Timeout.
A big guy with great
Riverdell.
feet. So DJ Nymphius, Mike, 4th down now. He's in a go-for-it situation. The ball sits at the 36-yard line.
And they finally, Jim, he finally got that bugaboo, you know, of losing to Sparta in the last 2 championships. They beat him in the semifinals this year. It was a 28-21 game. That was the final score. But Sparta came back in the game, and they had to stop him. It was a 28-21 final. Deep in Riverdell territory, about the 37-yard line with about 2.5 minutes left. They stop him on 4th and 4. And with that, DJ got career victory number 100. And boy, Jim, when you think about it, the way it started here, when he took over a 2-win season, in his last 9 years, he has picked up, I think it's 88 wins in 9 years. 12 years to 100 wins. That is doing some really good football coaching.
No question. Went off to Moravian College. Great for the Greyhounds. Hard-charging football player, D-back receiver in his day. Spent 12 years at Glen Rock as Alan Dietz, offensive coordinator, all the glory years. Stevens, Leonard, all the boys. Now on 4th down, big play. It's complete. It's going to be a first down. Escaping is Estevez. Still on his feet. Davey Boy to the 12-yard line. Connolly to Estevez. A huge play. And the super sophomore, number 1, Dave Estevez.
Got some shake to his game. Love the play call. They boot Conley to his right. Then they come back to Estevez. And Estevez, he's a yak guy, Jim. He's not just looking to catch the football. This guy wants to catch it. He's swimming people off. And watch this. Little forearm right there. Little swim move right there. Just coming up the football field. Hey, he's a baller. Kid can play some quarterback, too. Very good athlete for Coach Nymphius.
Just a 10th grader. What a future for Estevez. Now Connolly trying to get the edge, but Wetzel seeing him all the way. So as much as you love to watch Wetzel play offense, it's on defense. You're reminded why Lehigh came so hard at number 5.
Absolutely. Comes downhill.
They'll play at one of the great football venues anywhere. If you've ever been to Lehigh, it is a spectacular stadium. Holds about 20,000 people, and Mike, it's real grass, but it looks like turf. That's how pristine it is.
You love to talk about that Lehigh facility.
Love it. Look it up. Google it. You will not be disappointed. 2nd down and 8 now for Riverdell. They need the end zone. Off the option. Here he comes. Estevez shaking through the first tackle. He will not get through the second. Again, out there in space, Jack Allen along with Wetzel.
I just love after the pitch, just watch how these Green Raiders are just waiting. O'Hagan's sitting out there waiting, misses the tackle. Wetzel comes across, scraping across the field. Just look at that, disciplined football. And here's Wetzel coming across the line of scrimmage.
Bunch set now. Manny Monahan, the junior, the tight end. They can get a first down here. 3rd down and call it 4. Connolly, the keeper, he's not going to get there, and it'll bring up a 4th down again.
Latushko does a great job coming up from the secondary. Look at number 20. He turns the play. The play was designed to bounce outside, but Latushko turns it back inside. Very, very good football player. Great baseball player. Probably the best competitor on this football team, Latushko.
Yeah, Latushko had a very active first half of the season in the secondary, Mike. He had 6 picks. The second half of the season, not so active. You know why?
Respect.
Nobody threw at him anymore.
Jim, I saw him in the first Pascack Valley game this year. He doesn't make easy interceptions. He goes out there like he's trying to prevent home runs going over the fence in football. I mean, this guy does a great job going to get the football. But right there, as great as interceptions are, coaches will like what he did there. There's always a play that sets up the play. Disciplined football comes up his alley, turns it inside.
You and Latushko have something in common.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
You don't like days off.
No.
Latushko is a 7-day-a-week guy. Whether it's football or baseball, his career will continue on the baseball diamond.
Hopefully he'll get that offer from Coastal Carolina. Head down there, great baseball school, really good facilities.
On Sundays, when everybody's resting, battered and bruised, he's playing some baseball game somewhere.
Hey, you could play today outside. It's so beautiful.
Pivotal play for the Golden Hawks of Riverdell. 4th down. They can get a first down. Here's Connolly. A little reverse. It's Estevez. He'll kick it in. The sophomore. Oh, Davey boy. Estevez has Riverdell on the board. A spectacular option reverse to Dave Estevez.
Well, that play is going to work if you get the defense out of what they do. Aiden Morrell, watch this, top side number 5's not going to get a big block, but he's just going to get enough right there. Who did he get? The left defensive end. We'll get another look at that, get the number, but watch number 5. When we take another look, Jim has just enough of a little hit, just popped his shoulder pad, and that allowed the play to happen.
Extra point is good by Shindes. I love the moxie, though, of Dylan Connolly. Just watch this cat on the toss. I mean, it's like a walk in the park when he flips this ball out. The confidence and swagger on 4th down. Watch this. There you go.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Yeah, and what number? Morrell got number 78. Ragusio, and he just got enough of Big Bry to allow that play to go to the outside. But you're right, Conley's a cool customer, right? You can see that he's out there, the way he navigates the field. When people are running around after him, he's just, okay, not a problem. Hey, you know lefties, Jim. They make it look so easy.
Look at these two cats on the bench here, Mike. Estevez and Lanza. They got the whole look going here for the state championship. Estevez, I mean, you're going to be a sophomore and wear your hair like that. You better have a game, and boy, he does. And then Lanza right next to him, got the Stars and Stripes headband going. Gotta love it. 8 plays, 50 yards, 352. Estevez, the touchdown.
Love the play call, too, Jim, because you have a defense that's a hot pursuing defense playing disciplined football. You take a shot right there, and I thought, you know, usually I'd be like, let's get the 3 on that. I do like the fact in that instance that they went for the score. This has energized this football team.
That's a well-prepared offensive staff holding that play for the right moment. You don't want to show it too early. They waited, an opportunity knocked, and they cashed in. Now coming right out, look out here, Latushko is gone. Nobody will catch Captain Latushko. It's a dagger to the Golden Hawk. Greg Latushko goes the distance. He is a baller, said his head coach, Drew Gibbs.
And he'll go over that sideline. He's probably not even tired. Takes it from his 14, and that's probably the easiest one he'll ever have. He virtually ran just straight up the field, had 8 touchdown receptions this year, 2 rushing touchdowns, and now he's got that big old 80-plus yarder in the sectional championship at MetLife.
That is one of those what happened for Riverdell on that kickoff. I mean, you got to think there was some great blocks for Latushko, but man.
I saw one, Jim. I just saw one block. That's all I really saw. And he kind of just ran straight up the football field.
We have a dead ball foul on the receiving team. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff, 15 yards.
These games come down to swings in momentum. Just when Riverdell had captured some of the momentum, they had a little energy in the building. Greg Latushko goes 86 yards, and he swallows any of that Riverdell momentum right up. That is disheartening with a capital D for the Golden Hawks.
Jim, now watch this. I think you're just going to see Wetzel just kicks the kicker out of the way. And there he goes, running into the shot. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Like old Texas Stadium. Oh, that's pretty cool. Running through the shadows. I like that. I think he was, Russ.
In true NFL fashion, Latushko looked up at the MSG varsity feed, which is being played on these spectacular high-definition screens here all over MetLife Stadium. He took a look to see if anybody was in hot pursuit.
Why not?
Well, Latushko, we mentioned those picks. You know, the day they lost to Old Tappan, he was matched up with Jordan Fuller man-to-man all day. 2 of those 6 picks came on that day, but what a battle between 2 high-profile athletes, Latushko and Fuller.
Fuller, the Gatorade Player of the Year. They're on their way over here right now. That'll be our next game. Wayne Hills takes on Old Tappan, and I have been informed by the old ball coach, Chris Olson, that Wayne Hills has just taken that right-hand turn onto Burdan Avenue, destination East Rutherford. Olson is on the bus. He came home to watch this sectional championship game.
Olson is on the bus.
On the bus.
Here is Estevez. Chris Olson for Wayne Hills Old Tappan is coming back to the scene of the crime, is what you're telling me?
He will be here. Yeah, yep. And, Jim, remember all those great battles, too? I mean, so much of when we started in this business was Wayne Hills and Ramapo, Chris Olson going up against Mike Mielo. I thought for years they despised each other. I had no idea that until after Mike retired that these guys were actually very close, good friends.
And just like that, Drew Gibbs has been at Ramapo for 14 years. What a stable force. DJ Nymphius a dozen years after 12 years at Glen Rock, running the offense for all those great teams. But now Connell and Connolly, can they answer once again? Plenty of time now in this first half. Dylan Connolly, little play action, bounces out now. He's got Lonzo waiting. He'll swing it out to Alex. And Lonzo does a good job to turn it upfield. Alex Lonzo is another baller, Mike. Remember DJ Nymphius told us that Riverdell had blocked 6 punts this year, and then he gave us the best part of that note. Alex Lonzo had blocked or recovered every one of them.
It's unbelievable.
Holding.
6 for 6 for Lonzo.
10 yards from the spot of the foul, repeat first down.
Crushing penalty for Riverdell. They get a good positive play, get over midfield into Ramapo territory, and now they look up and the ball is spotted at their own 30.
Jim, there must be something about when you put that number 22 on and play quarterback that you can just make it look really easy, right? Like nothing ever affects you. You just bounce around, you do what you do, you go about it.
Exciting player. He's given the Riverdell Nation so many great days watching him perform at that spectacular complex at Riverdell High School. Now Connolly on the rollout. Connolly turns upfield. Connolly finishes off the run and drives the ball up past the original line of scrimmage. So great job on first down and a mile by Dylan Connolly to put them now in a very manageable 2nd down and 9 situation. It's just fun to watch.
It sure is. We talked about it before. The best way to contain Charlie Conley is keep him in the pocket. And right there, that plays to his strength. I think he might have hurt his hand a little bit, his right hand, at the end of that play. Let's watch that. When he got up, just didn't look right when he got up there.
Dylan Connolly was on the field as a freshman, as a wide receiver. Hasn't left it since. 2nd down now. DC takes a look. Flushed out of the pocket. Penalty flag comes in. Connolly keeps the play alive with his feet. Now trying to load up with that left hand. He'll drive his shoulder right into Ryan Curtis. I tell you, Connolly, he will not shy away from the physicality this game presents. Competitor.
He just does it with such an easy gait. The way he just floats around, nothing seems to be overwhelming to him. He's a fun guy to watch, Jim. You had said that when you went to watch the Mawa game. You're like, man, you're really. You said first of all you're going to like him because he's left-handed.
You know what game he looks like he could drop right into? A game like New Canaan and Darien.
The illegal formation. He's on the offense. 6 men on the line. Repeat 2nd down.
New Canaan and Darien has these spectacular lacrosse football athletes that just run around with ferocity, athleticism. They have feet. They're competitors. That's the kind of athlete that Dylan Connolly is. He will be on the lacrosse field for Riverdell this spring. And you know he brings it on the lax field too. So now after the penalty, Riverdell really putting themselves up against the wall here with these penalties. It's 2nd down now. Call it 15. Oh boy.
Jim, the best part of Connolly's game, you know, a guy comes into this game, runs for over 1,200 yards, throws for over 700. I'll finish this after this.
Dead ball. Encroachment. On the defense. 5 yards. Repeat 2nd down.
So a guy who has that loosey-goosey type approach to the game, running around, so relaxed, you love this. He's only fumbled the football 1 time this year. And this is a guy, as you said before, when the play's about to end, he's bringing contact, too.
Yeah, that's why I'm sure the Golden Hawks Nation was shocked when the ball came out of his hand in this game. 2nd down now and 10. That penalty went against Ramapo. So the encroachment puts it back to 2nd down and 10. DC off the triple option, taking a shot downfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Estevez. Dave Estevez is doing a great job navigating his way through this secondary of Ramapo. Stop and go route for number 1.
39-yard gain, and that's the third time now we've seen Estevez get behind the corners here for Ramapo High School.
So big moment here for Riverdell. Coming up on the 2-minute mark, Connolly hands it off to Connell, but he is immediately tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Staying home there was Jack Allen.
54 tackles, one of the real good players on this football team. Two-way guy. Jim Ramapo plays 9 guys both ways. A little bigger number than normal for Drew Gibbs.
Yeah, Allen, he'll wrestle now in a couple weeks. He is a scrapper, 2-year starter. Last year he was on the defensive line. This year they got him up on his feet at linebacker. And they've done a great job. Focused, smart kid. 2nd down now. Connolly swings it out to the flats. That one sailed on him, and it'll bring up 3rd down now for Riverdell.
Good coverage on the play by O'Hagan. Yeah, good thing. You know, you throw that ball a little too low, Jim, out there to the edge. You got a guy like O'Hagan sneaking up on the play. Got to be careful with those throws when you have good athletes who drop into coverage here for Ramapo. O'Hagan sliding out from his outside linebacker spot.
Well, these are big plays now. Riverdell trails by 14. What a lift it would be to get one going into the break and make this a 1-possession game. Dylan Connolly on 3rd down. Connolly back to pass. Rolling to his right. He's a southpaw. He's in trouble now. Turns upfield, stays in bounds, and gets hit from the back pursuit. How good of a hustle play was that by Alan Fall?
Yeah, Fall makes the tackle. Watch Sudsma, 72. He's lived in the backfield today. Look at him working. Ryan just going, just can't get enough of the little lefty.
Oof, Mike,
and
come on.
Fall coming from the backside.
I mean, you see Fall's journey here. Dylan turns it upfield, and Fall is beaten, but he never gives up on the play. Does number 66.
So Ramapo defense, Jim, that's allowed 156 points in this season. When you score 456, coming in now 476, sometimes people will forget how good your defense is. They have a very good defense. They have a relentless defense. And, Jim, what makes Drew Gibbs' defense so good, they are a disciplined football team. They play great assignment football. Very rarely will you outthink this team and get them to do something that they don't want to do.
Mike, when you grow up playing in Wyckoff, Franklin Lakes, they teach you to hustle and muscle. And that play by Alan Fall right there, because Connolly is quick as a cat. Watch the journey here by Fall. 66 is now trailing the play, loops out, but watch the angle he takes here and closes on the play.
And that's a good job, too, by not only Fall, but Conley. He thinks he gets around the corner. He probably doesn't think he has anything left. Holding on to the football. We talked about how Dylan Conley, just 2 fumbles now, the one today and the one in the first 11 games on the season.
Well, it is 4th down for Riverdell, and they will go for it. The last time they went for it on 4th down, it was a touchdown. Dylan Connolly back to pass. Connolly, plenty of time. Connolly now still looking, trying to keep the play alive. Now DC rolls around. Here we go. Flutie-esque. Dylan Connolly taking a shot. This one's up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by number 21, Jack Scordato. Scordato now will go out of bounds, and Ramapo gets the football. Give Connolly credit. He kept the play alive as long as he could. But Ramapo's secondary was tight as a drum.
I love what they dialed up this time. Russ, if we can get somehow a look at the whole play before it starts, I love the fact they only sent 3, Jim, because Conley has burned them when they've sent 4 and 5. That time they rushed 3, and they said, we're going to cover this play more than pursue this play. And when the play starts, you watch, Conley has all the time in the world. That's what Ramapo gave him. They said, we are not going to come crazy up the field with 4, 5, 6 guys. I love the play call in that situation. And Scordato grabs his second interception of the season.
Yeah, Drew Gibbs told us of Scordato. He has really raised his level in the last 3 or 4 games. And that's what championship teams do.
Jim, take a look at this play before it starts and watch how Ramapo, watch how they align. They're only bringing 3 guys up the field.
Timeout. Ramapo.
It's just, they're just playing assignment football. They're saying keep him in the pocket, and yet somehow he still figures out a way to get out of the pocket, but it's the back end. When you have 8 in coverage, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white hats around that football. That's a great call by Drew Gibbs and his staff, where it's like, we feel now we have a better job defending him by putting more guys in coverage. Perfectly timed call by Ramapo.
I'm sure the Riverdell Nation would have liked to maybe see Connolly keep that one. He could have got a first down, had to get to the 8-yard line. But he's so magical with his legs, with the ball in his hands. Took a shot there, but Scordato turns it away. And now with 15 seconds left, I don't think you're going to see anything out of Ramapo, but be satisfied with the first half that has seen them score 21 points. Or will they not do something? Trip receivers to the left of Wetzel.
I think big number 70, Chris McMahon, I think he lined up off sides for Riverdell.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 5 yards, remains second down.
Solid first half for Keith Wetzel. Wetzel now will keep it. He'll be tackled after a pickup of a couple. Look at Connell. Sticks out his hand. Charlie Connell, the senior, to give a gesture of sportsmanship to number 5. Keith Wetzel. Couple Bergen County schools. Couple Bergen County high character kids. But it's been a first half that has seen the Green Raiders do what they do. Put a lot of pressure on your offense, execute plays with their offense. And they have a 14-point lead, which should make the 14-year skipper, Coach Gibbs, pretty happy. He's with Amanda.
Coach, Keith Wetzel, he's so good for you guys, not just on the offense, but defense as well.
Absolutely. Keith's had a great game for us so far. We've let up a couple big plays on defense, so we want to shut that down a little in the second half, but Keith's done a great job.
Now, of course, for Greg Lutushko, he had a huge 87-yard kickoff return. That kind of was a little bit of a momentum shift for you guys. Absolutely.
You know, the first thing we do every season is we start the season with kickoff and kickoff return, so it was great to see him bust that one.
We saw a fake punt from you guys. What other tricks you have up your sleeve, Coach?
You have to watch the second half to find out.
All right, Coach, thanks so much. Good luck.
You're welcome.
Mike and Jimmy, back to you.
Now, Amanda, do you think Coach Gibbs was going to share his trade secrets with you? Maybe quick, not me or you, buddy. We have played 24 minutes in the Riverdell Ramapo state final. The Green Raiders came out fast with their defense setting the tone. Keith Wetzel and company. What a moment for the sophomore Estevez. But the Golden Hawks trail the playmaker, Lutushko, and Green Raiders by 14. Halftime is next.
New Jersey Championship Weekend on MSG Varsity.
If you don't have some fire tonight, something wrong with you. Because we're going to do it the same way we always do it.
Dives into the end zone. Touchdown. Looking to go outside, and he does break away.
Watch the best of the best from December 3rd through December 6th and see who walks away a champion. Watch it all unfold live only on MSG Varsity at msgvarsity.com and the MSG Varsity app, only on Optimum.
For your halftime entertainment, RDMB, the River Dell March Band.
Well, it's MSG Varsity's version of breakfast at MetLife. This 10 a.m. start has gone to the half. And the number 11 team in our MSG Varsity Tri-State Top 25, Ramapo, leads number 25, Riverdell, by 14. Jimmy Cavallo, Mike Quick, we go to the first half highlights. You know Ramapo comes out with a sense of purpose, game in and game out. Captain O'Hagan.
Yeah, Joe gets it going, and Jim, we've seen this now for 5 weeks in a row. They come out, they had the fake punt. Here it is. Wetzel on 4th down, picks up just enough to keep the drive going, and then on another 4th down play, nothing in the middle. The talented senior bounces it to the outside twice, and it's 7-0. And then Dylan Conley, what a competitor, but Ball, big number 66, gets the mitts in there, recovered by Ramapo, sets him up short side of the field. O'Hagan pitches it to Ryan Curtis, and Rhino takes it in 14-0. But then Riverdell got it going a little bit. This sophomore, Estevez, fun guy to watch, big gain there. And then Conley, on their next series, pitches it up to Nick Sirico. That finally got them some good field position in the game. And then Conley competing, trying to make a play. But Wetzel is pretty darn special. Comes up in the secondary with the interception. But later on, they get the ball back. Guess who? Conley to Estevez. Love the swagger this sophomore brings to the football team. And then on 4th down, little end around, of course, Estevez. They've got all the momentum now. They're down just 14-7, but not for long. Ensuing kickoff, Greg Latushko gets a block from Wetzel, and 87 yards later, that's where we stand. 21-7, Ramapo at the half, and this defense, they just made Conley run around all day. Intercepted by Scadato. End of the half, 21-7. Green Knight, Jim, they're very impressive.
The turnovers have hurt Riverdell. It is 3-0 in that category. They lead by 14. Hey, rushing and passing yards, Riverdell, more passing yards. They've hit a couple big plays, as you heard Drew Gibbs tell Amanda. But what means the most, they're down by 14.
And they have to figure a way. If you're Ramapo, you got to contain this guy Conley. If you let him run around like that, eventually he's going to get you.
Well, the Riverdell band plays on. 2 quarters in the books. 2 quarters to go. We continue with the state final right here on MSG Varsity. Well, there he is, Corey Barbarian. Thank you very much, Amanda. And you're the guy. I mean, when you talk about Montclair Kimberly Academy, this is your version of Al Michaels. Do you believe in miracles? Stanford Cal, the band is on the field. But Zug to Kleiman, as we saw, will go down in not only your football team history, but also yours. That was wonderful.
Well, it was my first game that I called, full time.
Which is amazing.
So unbelievable. I mean, it is the best play in school history. They're still talking about it. I mean, Zug was saying he was, watching the broadcast a few days ago, and it still gives him chills. So it's just a great moment for me and for Allie, and to be here. I never would have thought I'd get to the MSG booth 3 weeks later, you know?
Well, that was the first game you called. You ready to do your second?
I'm ready. This will be my third, but I'm ready.
All right, partner, here we go. Corey and Allie going to be in the booth. Call some pass.
Don't get too comfortable.
Passaic Tech, Ridgewood.
Well, there he is, Corey Barbarian. Thank you very much.
Coach, there were quite a few momentum shifts, especially in that second quarter. What do you guys have to do to come out in this third quarter to gain the momentum back?
We got to win this quarter 7-0. We got to win this quarter by 7 points. What's happened. We can play better than that. And simply third quarter, we got to come out and we got to win the quarter by 7, have a shot. That's it.
What's the mindset for you guys when you choose to go for it on fourth down?
Why not? Why not? You get 4 downs, let's use them.
Coach, thanks so much. Good luck in the second half.